a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program Boss Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. Boss Talk, this is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program Boss Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to the program Boss Talk on BOSSS on television, August 7, 2023. And I'm Julius Compton with our first edition for this brand new week. The political climate is extremely charged following the official launch of campaign activities over the weekend. And on this platform, we owe no apologies, but to tell you that we'll be discussing dominantly political issues because this is where the country is driving until after November. In split seconds, we'll be discussing other crucial issues. So welcome to it. On today's edition, we have two guests. Our first guest is already in studio. Representative candidate from District 5, Grand Bassa County, one of the biggest districts, as we have been told, in Grand Bassa. And she's no other person but Christine Juasetro Dennis. She's our guest in studio, and we will begin our discussion right about now by welcoming her in studio. Welcome to Boss Talk.
Thank you.
It's good to have you on our platform. To begin with, yourself.
My name is Christine Juasetro. Besides, electoral district number 5. 2017, I decided to join the political arena. Going back home, seeing the livelihood of my people.
So sorry, we will take this very short break and then we'll continue our discussion. Boss Talk, this is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program Boss Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. Many thanks for rejoining us. Let's now rejoin our guest in studio again, District 5 representative candidate from Grand Bassa County, Christine Juasetro Dennis. Again, to begin with, tell us a bit about yourself before going into how you entered the political arena. Who is Christine Juasetro Dennis?
Christine Juasetro Dennis is a business woman. I started doing business as early as 2003. After graduating, couldn't get a job. That's how I started doing business. Advanced myself, went to several business colleges, and went Ghana, got a certificate in catering and decoration, which I have passion for.
Okay.
I love feeding people. So when I was in Ghana, I decided to do catering and decoration. And came back home, started a small business. And today, it's a big one, which I'm proud of. That's my passion, that's my baby. And that is my fallback also. 2017, actually 2016, going back home, seeing the livelihood of our people, the way in which they live, the difficulties that they were going through. That's how I decided to join politics.
Now you are into politics. So you started 2017, now it's 2023. How do you see the political arena? And let's limit it specifically to Grand Bassa County. How do you see the terrain?
Charged. Very charged.
How are you maneuvering your way through?
It's not strange for me.
Okay.
Because I contested in 2017 and I came second. I was the last to enter the race, but I came second. And I felt happy with the result because a lot of the places that we went, they would say, oh, you came late.
Excuse me.
But I was never deterred.
Okay.
And I decided to continue in the race. And the result was great. Even though we did not win, but I was happy.
So this time around, you've started very early and looking at what happened in the past. What are the people telling you this time around? It's politics, though.
They said that this is my time. This is our time to lead. And since we started in 2020, it has been going well so far. And we are happy with the result that we are getting. Because places we were not allowed to go before because of our competitor. Now, people's arms are open to welcome us because they have seen what we can do, what we are capable of, and what we are doing. So they are happy to receive us. So for me, I feel happy and blessed.
Let's look at what you have on your political table, your manifesto for your people. Just highlight some of them for us.
One of the major things on it is agriculture. Because that's the livelihood of our people. That's how they survive. Through farming. And our goal is to empower farmers to do more, to do well, so that their products can be brought to the market. Yes.
So agriculture, besides agriculture, any other thing that you like to do?
We got education, especially women empowerment and the youth, because they are the vulnerable ones. So women empowerment and the youth are the key. And we talk about healthcare. Just the other day, one of my uncle died. I went home for the funeral. While we were at the funeral finished and we went for the burial. And then someone came to us. There was a lady in pain. And they decided to help us for help. So we took her to the clinic. But before getting to the clinic, I think it was already late. We called her there, and then the next day I received a call. They said, oh, the person you brought to the clinic, she made it, but then the child, died. And they did not survive. And I felt bad. If they had, good rules, I think the baby was going to survive. Yeah.
You're watching the program Boss Talk on Boss Television. This is our Monday edition, and we are having in studio as our guest District Number 5 Representative candidate from Grand Bassa County, Christine Joa Setro Dennis, and we're discussing issues relative to her political ambition. It's the second time, according to her. The first time she came second, and her people told her that she was a bit late. This time around, she's started her political activities earlier than before, and according to them, it is her time, and she's focusing on agriculture, education, and youth and women empowerment. I'd like to take you to this point. You people are how many for confirmation in the district in the race?
11.
11. And you are the only female.
Yeah.
And you people will be going to debates in some quarters. What will be the message you'll be pushing to your people relative to the campaign and that of males versus females?
The first thing I would tell them is to shine their eyes, because we have a lot of people that can mislead the people. So we'll tell them to shine their eyes and be very wise in making their decision.
What have you done over the period in that district for which the people should entrust you to be their lawmaker?
One of the key things is advocacy. We advocate for our people, because you are aware that it's not a lawmaker that's supposed to do roads, that's supposed to do hospitals, that's supposed to build schools.
Of course.
What we're supposed to do is to advocate, but when we can help, and if there's a need, we help, because government, the country is big, and everyone knows that road is a major challenge for us in the country. So in whatever little way that we can help, like sometimes when the people doing the road, you can send cutlasses, you can send hook, you can send decor, chapia, just to get it done. Because car can reach to those areas, but at least motorbike can go there. So if you can make a pathway for motorbike, and if you can afford 1 or 2 cutlasses, why can't we help?
So you talk about advocacy. You've advocated for your people over the period, and it's one of the key things. What were you advocating specifically for or about?
Like, I just spoke about road.
So you advocated for roads?
Yes.
And what else? Has that been done anyway?
Yes.
Okay.
We did a 25-kilometer road.
Okay, that's good.
We reconditioned it. It was there, but it was in deplorable condition. And we reconditioned that. Like before, we were paying on motorbike $2,500 from there to Buchanan, from Grand Cola to Buchanan. We were paying $2,500. But after we reconditioned the road, the price dropped significantly. Instead of us paying $2,500, we are now paying $1,500. Before the rainy season, we are now paying $1,500. I visited our town, and the kids were so many, and I love children. I have a greater passion for children.
What did you do
And
then?
I asked, I said, they going to school? And the man said, yes, but we have a challenge. When they come from school, no way for them to study. So because of that, a lot of them are failing. No light, the place is dark. So the moment you start to teach the children with the candle or the lantern, they start getting sleepy. And one of the things I don't do, I don't promise people.
Okay.
So I said, okay, when God bless us, we'll be a blessing to you people. So I came back and I started thinking on it. I said, in case if it was me in that bush and having children and eager for them to be educated, and I was faced with that, circumstances, what will I do? So I came, I discussed it with my team. I said, look, I said the place we went today, I just been thinking about it. But I think we should do something. And then someone asked, what should we do? I said, I think we should get a generator and chairs and a blackboard, so that when they come from school, they can have their after school classes. And we did that. And it was so happy. And one of the things that can make me happy even if someone say God will bless you, don't take it lightly. It will definitely happen, even if it doesn't happen for you yourself, but it will go on to your children.
So you're sounding more like a compassionate, bold politicians. 2017 and now 2023. Will you focus on the same route as a bold, compassionate politician to tell them, hey, I'm not promising you, I will not give you this, I will not give you bridge when there is no water, XYZ, but I will advocate for you. Are you seeing that amongst your competitors?
Well, I'm not in a camp, so I can speak to their own situation. But for us, since we started 2017, we have been very compassionate about what we do. Yes. Since 2017, you go in my district, you do a survey there. No one will tell you, say, oh, Central Dennis came here and promised us this and did not do it.
Okay.
I will always tell them that when God blesses us, we will be a blessing to you people.
This is the program Boss Talk on Boss Television. When God blesses us, we will be a blessing to you people as well. We're taking this short break. When we come back, practically some politicians will not like to talk about their competitors, but I would like to throw some questions to her relative, to the incumbent. So we're taking this short break. To be right back. Boss Talk. This is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program Boss Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. Boss Talk. This is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program Boss Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. Many thanks for rejoining us on the program Boss Talk. Our first guest will discuss in politics, and our second guest that we'll have in studio shortly will be Josephus M. Flumo. He is the special assistant to the Minister of Labor, Republic of Liberia. We'll be discussing issues relative to labor. But right about now, we have our guest in studio. I'd like to take you to the incumbent. Like you stated, you came second, so he won you. And now you people are politically battling for this position. What have you seen, realistically speaking, in the district that the incumbent has done that you will surpass?
Like I told you previously, for our campaign, we don't promise. When you ask, we tell you. When we are blessed, we get back to you. Normally what we do is surprise people.
Some of the surprises, namely, you've given to them?
Like the road that we did, the things that we provided for the children after school.
Okay.
And we did a small little school in a town. We did a palava hut just the other day. It's a modern one. I consider it a modern one because it's tile. And we got a bathroom in it. Because most of the time when you go for these town hall meetings, nowhere for you to use, especially when you are pressed. You either go in the bush or you try to control yourself, then you get out. So I felt that it was a need for us to add bathroom to it. And we did that, and we added an office for the town chief. And they are very happy about what we did. One of the mistakes that we can make as politicians, we promise big things that we can do.
Okay.
And
are you seeing that already happening in your district?
Yes.
Example of some of them?
My competitor, he said that he was going to do a 25 bedrooms hospital, fully furnished. And I even got a photo of that. They started with concrete, then later on they decided to use deck bricks. We are now in the rains. And each time they try carrying it up, it collapsed. Each time they try carrying it up, it collapsed. If you want to do something like that, the moment you win, you start. You can wait in the last minute.
So you see that as a political project?
Yes.
Who's the competitor are you talking about? The incumbent? Because you people are 11. Or who are you talking about specifically?
The incumbent.
Okay.
And he promised the people a road. And they even collected money and gave it to him. And he took the money and did not do the road. And every day the people complaining. They even went on radio to complain. In elections, even though he's the incumbent, everyone is your rival. Don't overlook anybody.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because during 2017 when I went in, they said, oh, it's late. But see, for us, we achieved significantly because we came second, even though we were the last in the race board. It was a major milestone for us.
Okay, we're supposed to have had 30% in terms of on the overall average women representation. That did not happen. Only able to achieve 15% or below to women representation, so to speak. Have you in any time period working your political term listened to some barrage of condemnation, showing jabs, especially because you are a female candidate? Have you experienced that?
Oh yes, so many times on numerous occasions. Like some of the places you go to speak, the first question they will ask, you married? But they will never ask a male
That is fine.
that question. They will ask, you married? Who your husband? And they will never ask a male that question. What school you graduated from? You went to school, sir? You get a degree? For me, they do that I see it as a distraction. As a distraction, seriously.
And you're not moved by that?
I am not. The only thing that I fear is, like 2017 when we were in the race, sometimes they will gather themselves and they will just come and disrupt your program.
Wow.
Yes. Like one of the places we went to a campaign, we literally escaped. Because if we had not done that, people were going to get wounded.
Okay.
Even during my launch, 2017, a lot of persons got hurt.
So sad.
They paid some boys and they got into our program. I mean, people got hurt on their heads, turning the food pot over and just disrupting the whole thing. But I told them that day, I was so stubborn, I told them the program will not stop. It must go on because the foolishness that they were doing, it had to come to an end that particular day.
We are into this campaign period now. Campaign has been declared officially open. What kind of campaign do you want to see, and which kind of campaign will you be engaging into?
I want to see a campaign that will be free, that will be peaceful. The key word is peaceful, no violence. That's the kind of campaign I want to see. Engage me. in a conversation
on the issues,
not to attack me physically, then there's a problem. Then we have a problem.
Yeah.
We should discuss the issue and not attacking people physically or assassinating the character, like that. No, let's talk about the issue. Let's talk what's happening. That's the kind of campaign I want to see.
If you're attacked physically, this is a political term. What's your fallback position?
I'm a female.
You have militants.
We have security, yes. You know that we don't carry arms. We don't carry weapons. They're there, but they are empty-handed. We'll try to escape. That's the best we can do. Like I can normally tell my people, nobody come in hurt us for free. You understand? Sometimes I jokingly say, y'all see my face? No mark on it. I've been having a face for more than 40 years. Who can put mark on it for election business? So it better you avoid the confusion than getting into, face fight. I think that's the best thing to do. People will consider it like you being weak. No, you are not weak. You are just trying to avoid confusion.
Around the time some of us live with the politicians, we see on the period from Monday to Monday, people trooping at the lawmakers' homes. My wife gave birth, please help me. I get food on my table today, please help me. X, Y, and Z, my child's sick. How will you actually, if elected, try to respond to some of these issues?
The reason why the people do that is because they are suffering. To be honest with you, if we can make good laws, pass good bills
to benefit
them, I don't think it will be that way.
Do you think the lawmakers are responsible for the suffering of the people on the average?
85%. I would say yes.
Why?
Like, some of the places I do go, because, I'm in the rural area. I went to one town and they had plantain or stockpile as high as this place.
Okay.
There's no way for them to get it to the market because of the road. And when we were going over there, even the motorbike, when you get on the motorbike, when the motorbike move like a minute or two, you will get down, climb another hill. And then before you get back on, when you move a minute or two, the same thing. When I left from over there, all my ties, everything, like someone beat you up. And you have all of those things is there. They even gave me a lot of it. How can you carry it? There's no roads.
So one of the challenges you think is...
Yes, we need to prioritize, roads for our people. Then it will reduce the poverty rate. Because once you can get your goods to the market, and it's not just there sitting and spoiling, you get it to the market, you're able to get some money from it. I don't think people will be at people's gates, at their doors, for handouts. Once they can get their things to the market.
So do you see that to some extent, comparatively, as a plus for this government who has and is prioritizing roads? To some extent.
For us in the rural area, we are not seeing that, to be honest with you. We are not seeing
So you're aware that the government is or has been building some roads? Maybe you have not reached your district.
That's what I'm saying. For us, to where I'm from, I speak to where I'm from. Yes, to where I am from, I see Joa Central Tennis. I have not seen it. Like before, from here to BOSSS, it will take us like, let me say 3 hours. Even though it's less than 3 hours. Nowadays, it's taking us like 4.5 hours to get to BOSSS. We left on Saturday morning, we left around 4. We did not get in BOSSS till 8 o'clock between 7:50 to 8 o'clock before we get in BOSSS. Then to leave Buchanan and get to electoral district number 5, it was a hassle. And I pray that you news people, you journalists, you should go there and see what we are faced with.
I went to District 5. Honestly, the road is terrible during the presidential tour. It's very terrible.
Okay.
It's very, very terrible.
So I'll stop there.
This is the program Boss Talk. We have to wrap it up now. Your message to your female colleagues who are into this political arena that you are a part of. What is your message to them, and finally to your constituents?
For the females, I would say be strong. Don't let the bullies take you off track. Be focused, because once you are focused, you are not easily moved. Be focused. Be active. Be strong. And let us work together as females and move the country to another level. And to my people from electoral district number 5, I will go off a little bit. You will not understand. Yoni I will when you might you ask with Dennis. Any radio come and never watching ka election or say election pay ke mo be PAD be ake ko aju apa be ka be obe ake wa dero yitwen ka aben ko anu ke asembe poembo be ake ko aju apa be kripo ke yom na kompo because son ake mo aso omo ati obe ake duo. I just want to say thank you to the listening audience for listening to us. We say thank you to BOSSS TV for having us this morning. We appreciate it and we say thank you.
Thank you so much. The only one I can understand, Artina, how come. That was very brilliant, and we like to wrap it up on this section of the program BOSSS Talk. Our guest has been District 5 Representative candidate, Grand Bassa County, Christine Jua Setro Dennis. You listen to her, and many thanks for watching. We hope as we move closer, we get more of the candidates here so that we can talk issues of national concern. We're taking this short break, and we'll come back with usher in our second and final guest. So please don't go away. BOSSS Talk. This is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program BOSSS Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. BOSSS Talk. This is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program BOSSS Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. Boss Talk, this is your most informative and educative show that brings you face to face with the experts and national leaders to discuss trending national issues, be it politics, education, health, agriculture, human interest, and a lot more. Join your host, Julius Compton, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. for the program Boss Talk, showing live on Satcom Channel 4. Many thanks for rejoining us on the program Boss Talk on Boss on Television. This is the platform where we have created to ensure we discuss issues of national concern by bringing in the duty bearers, national leaders, experts, and many others. And in today's edition, unfortunately, we just cannot have our second guest, but our first guest, as you followed a minute ago, she from District Number 5, Grand Bassa County. She ended the interview speaking the Bassa vernacular. Christine Juasetro Dennis, among other things, she talked about was the issue of agriculture, empowering her people. And she stated very clearly that she's not a politician that will promise her people, but will ensure giving them, according to her, by the grace of God, she will make interventions based upon the support from the Almighty. She started 2017, she came second, and this time around, according to her, the people are now telling her that this is her time. District 5 Grand Bassa County, according to information, got 12 clients in 2 townships. So it's a very, very big district. Inaccessibility is one of the major challenges that the people in that part of Liberia are faced with. So before we wrap up, it's already on the National Elections Commission website, but we'd like to just bring you up to speed. As you may be aware, we've got now 64 days until the elections. 64 days to the elections. And out of that 64, the politicians now have 62 because the campaign officially was declared officially opened on Saturday, and then it's running up until October 8th, 2 more days before the elections. So they are now working around the clock, and according to the representative candidate from Grand Bassa County, she stated very clear that she will want to see a campaign that will be peaceful, a very peaceful campaign, issues-based. And this is what we actually want in Liberia. We want the politicians, we want our leaders to speak to the issues and avoid attacking personalities, antagonizing each other. These are vices that can bring about violence and what have you. So it's good that we will hope and wish that the politicians will speak to the issues, some of the issues that are already tangible around the country. It has to do with bar road networks, has to do with poor health and educational infrastructures, and it has to do with the issue of job creation. So we will be expecting them to speak to those issues and giving examples and recommendations on how to address them. And so far, we've got, according to the National Elections Commission, 2,471,617 confirmed, certified, registered voters. They will be going to the polls on October 10. And voting precinct, according to the National Elections Commission, 2,080 voting precincts across the country. Polling places, 5,890. And as you may be aware, we've got 46 political parties. So that's the statistics. We'll keep reminding our voters, our Liberians, populace about this. On this note, we'd like to come to the end of our Monday's edition of the program, Boss Talk on Boss on Television. Join us on Wednesday. We are hoping to have Nimba County District Number 9 representative as one of our guests in studio, Johnson Gueglo. He will be here on Wednesday, and we'll be discussing issues relative to politics and national concerns as well. Many thanks to the entire crew, a bigger one, to Leon Sitas for making this edition a success. Until Wednesday, I'm Julius Compton. Please remain peaceful. Please engage the election void of violence. Bye-bye for now. Boss Talk. This is your most informative and educative